If your kids have left home and you feel lost, like you're just wandering around thinking, okay, what do I do now? This is for you. Because empty nest isn't only about missing them, it can feel like losing your role. And when that shifts, it can leave you wondering who you are without it. So, this isn't being dramatic, it's just being human, my friend. In this video, I'm going to explain why empty nest can feel so heavy and why it can feel like this emotional void. And I'll give you a simple way to start rebuilding purpose again, one step at a time. I'm Andrea Daly. I'm a certified life coach, and I help women navigate big life changes like divorce, empty nest, relocation, and the messy in between. And yes, I'm also a mom of 9. So I really get how deep this season can hit. Okay, let's talk about what's really going on. Most people think like empty nest is, oh, you miss your kids. And yes, you do. Of course you do. But for a lot of women, what actually hurts is this. I didn't just lose the noise in my house. I lost my whole role. A role that you lived in every single day for years. It hits when you're standing in the kitchen and you realize you're not making dinner for 5 people anymore. It hits when it's bedtime and the house is super quiet and there's nobody to check in on. It hits on a random Saturday and you suddenly just don't know what you're supposed to do with yourself. And sometimes it hits out of nowhere and you think, okay, why am I fine 1 minute and I feel completely wrecked the next? And here's the part that can make you feel crazy. You can be proud and devastated at the same time. Meaning you can be happy for them and heartbroken for you. And that's not a problem. My friend, that's a mother's love. So if you've been thinking, who am I now? What is my purpose in this next season? That doesn't mean you're weak or lost. It just means you're in a real identity shift. And once that role changes, here's why it can start to feel like a void. Okay, here's the simplest way I can say this. For years, motherhood gave you purpose on demand. There was always something needed, always. Someone needed a ride, someone needed food, someone needed help with homework, someone needed you to remember the thing. And whether you loved every minute of it or not, it gave your days structure. It gave you a reason to get up and move. And then suddenly, the need is gone. Not the love, not the relationship, but that daily need. And your brain can interpret that like, wait. Well, then what am I here now for? And that's why women in this season often feel restless, tired, anxious for no clear reason, a little numb, or like they're constantly looking for something to do, but nothing feels satisfying. That's because your old purpose ended and your nervous system hasn't yet adjusted. Your life didn't get smaller, but your old purpose just ended. And if nobody warned you about that part, it can feel really confusing. Like, why do I feel so off? I mean, come on, it's been long enough. I should be fine now. I have freedom. Yes, you have more space, but space can feel really scary before it feels peaceful. So, what do you do with that space? That's where I want to give you something practical. Okay, first, here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to pressure yourself to have to figure out your purpose like it's this giant homework life assignment. Purpose doesn't usually show up in one big moment. It's built slowly. For me, I didn't know my next chapter after empty nesting or in empty nesting was going to be a life coach. For me, I came from a place of brokenness where I got into life coaching to pour it over me like self help. And in the midst of that, I realized women didn't need to go through these big life changes alone. And it became a passion for me to come alongside women. Then my purpose was born. Okay, so here's the practical solution I'm going to give you. I call this the purpose ladder, one rung at a time. Rung one is meaning. And all that means is that name what you're grieving. Not just, I miss my kids, but I miss being needed. I miss my role. I miss filling my nest. I miss the version of me that had a clear job every day. And say it out loud, my friend, even if it feels a little messy. Because when you name it, you stop fighting it. Okay, rung two is micro purpose. This is where women get stuck because they think purpose has to be huge. Nope. I'm talking about one small weekly commitment. One thing that gives your week a little structure, something to look forward to. Some examples could be maybe going on a weekly walk with a friend, taking a class, volunteering once a week, joining a women's group. Just one small commitment that tells your brain, I still have a reason to show up. Rung three is new identity reps. This is where you're going to start trying on who you are now. Not forever, just for now. Maybe you're a friend who initiates connection. Maybe you're a learner who tries something new, or a creator who makes something just because. Maybe you're a leader who hosts, mentors, or gathers people, or a woman who's just learning to take care of herself again. These aren't huge reinventions, they're reps, like little experiments. Remember, purpose doesn't appear, it's built. So here's the ladder. Name what you're grieving, choose one weekly commitment, and then try on new identity reps. If you feel a little lost right now, you're not failing, you're becoming. This is a real transition, and transitions feel wobbly before they feel steady. If this video helped, subscribe. I post weekly support for women navigating big life transitions like empty nest, divorce, and starting over. And if you want to keep going, watch the next video in my empty nest playlist. You're not alone.